Why MMA fans love to hate. Okay, so the Izzy Drickers fight has just been announced, and the first thing I thought was, oh, that dog fondler doesn't deserve the title shot, and that Sean should be getting the next shot and all that shit. But when I actually saw his cheesy mug on the poster and looked through the comments of all the hyper-engaged fans, I had a little smile on my face and I caught myself thinking, it's good to have him back. Now, do I make fun of Izzy? Yes, he is ridiculous. I mean, he walks around giving off the energy of a 5-year-old that's just put on a superhero costume for the first time. He speaks in weird phrases that are a cross between inspirational quotes and lines from his favourite movies that he's clearly practiced in the mirror a million times. And yes, all the dog stuff. He is a fascinating character. It's hard not to make fun of him. But do I hate him? Of course not. He might have the personality of a bad joke, but he's an incredible athlete and he's given me personally tons of entertainment. I always hear about MMA fans being toxic, but are they really? Look, it's as simple as this. Like it or not, all of this is a soap opera. We get as much entertainment, if not more, out of the fighters that we root against than we do of the fighters that we root for. You don't get record pay-per-view buys and crazy numbers on press conferences because the two fighters are nice and really professional. Sometimes that's appreciated, but you need something to care about. You hear people say that the fans are toxic or whatever, but it's literally the same in every sport, if not much worse in most mainstream sports. Some people see all the comments and the fan reactions and see hate. I don't. I see it differently. All I see is fun and games. You're not taking it all too seriously. You're just getting involved in the theatre of it all. Cheering against fighters is as much fun as cheering for them, but without all the heart palpitations at the start of the fight. And we're spoiled with a spectrum of fighters to fit all archetypes. And we can root against them for a number of reasons. You've got your overhyped prospects, wanting to see a cocky, undefeated fighter catch their first L. You got favouritism, with fighters like the walking children's toothbrush himself, Sugar Sean O'Valium, seemingly getting opportunities due to his marketability. Although he's now seized the opportunity and proven that he's actually got incredible talent. When he first got that Yarn fight, it just didn't seem to make any sense in the rankings. And everyone loves to poke holes in the old slave owner himself, Big Dog Uncle Dana, always choosing money first. But really, we all love him. On the other hand, there's fighters like Bilal Muhammad that get an unfair amount of hate. Yes, he's boring, but at this point, all the memes and stuff is just turned into a circle jerk that's barely still even anything about him. And on the other hand, is fighters that actually do conjure up almost an unbearable level of irritation. Like Ian Gary. Every interview, post or move that him or that bitch that keeps his balls in her purse do is genuinely so annoying. I actually can't believe it's real. I'm going to have to check in with Bryce Mitchell to make sure it's not actually a CIA co-op. And then, of course, you got the prince of wrongdoing, the diabolical John Jones, who actually is a terrible person. And after all that he's done, even he still has fans that root for him. And as soon as everyone jumps on the bandwagon with a fighter after a peak performance or moment in their career, like Sean Strickland recently had against Izzy, everything lined up perfectly for him. The build-up with the fans and then the brilliant performance. It seemed to be his career peak moment. But then he suffered with overexposure. And naturally, the contrarians followed. Now, it's levelling out, with roughly half the fan base loving him and half hating him. The MMA community often values humility and respect, and fighters that lack these traits can quickly become villains in the eyes of the fans. Take Colby Covington, for instance, taking trash talk to an unclassy level, leaving a lot of fans wanting to see him get hurt. Paddy was a mixture of favouritism and overexposure. Aljamain Sterling seemed to hit the self-destruct button of his own likeability, with a series of bad publicity decisions. And Conor is the master of getting under fan skin. Some fans have a bias against grappling heavy styles and prefer striking battles, so naturally they're going to root for the grappler, or the opposite. Obviously, many fans have national or cultural biases. And then, what seems to be the fans' biggest nemesis, other fans not fanning correctly to their liking. But again, it's not hate, it's sport. It's a way of getting involved ourselves. A way of making the sport more interactive. It's not hate, it's passion. If anything, it's love. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a sub, check out this playlist of recent bangers. I'll see you next time.